All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and this one's called NFL star Antonio Brown arrested for attempted murder. I told y'all we'd keep y'all updated with the story. Antonio Brown, he's in some trouble right now. My boy tried to get up out of here, but they brought him on back. Let's get into it.
Just into CountryCast, in a shocking turn of events, we have former NFL superstar Antonio Brown has just been taken into custody on attempted murder charges. After months of speculation, months of him being overseas while wanted on a felony warrant, the former NFL star is back on U.S. soil and he's in police custody. Now, this isn't just about another public meltdown. Brown was just extradited from Dubai in the UAE all the way back to the US, where he's being handed over to authorities in South Florida to face one of the most serious charges you can get.
My boy tried to do the dash, y'all. He tried to do the dash, but where he messed up at, he was flexing where he was at while he was doing the dash. Come on, Antonio Brown.
Attempted second-degree murder. Now, this entire saga started at a chaotic influencer boxer event several months ago, but it's now turned into an international legal case. So how did we get here? What really happened that fateful night in Miami? And what's the whole story about him grabbing a gun from a security guard? The news broke just a short time ago that
I didn't know it was from a security guard. I thought it was his own.
Antonio Brown is officially under arrest. TMZ first reported, and other outlets have since confirmed, that Brown was apprehended in Dubai by UAE authorities. He was then handed over to U.S. federal agents, flown to the New York area, and is now being transferred to the Miami-Dade Department of Corrections. This all stems from an arrest warrant issued back in June. For months now, Brown's been wanted in Miami-Dade County for one count of attempted second-degree murder with a deadly weapon. And for months, Brown has been, well, not in Miami-Dade. He's been posting from Dubai, leading everyone to believe he had fled the country to...
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Bro, you supposed to be doing a dash. You supposed to be on a run. You're not supposed to tell people where you're at. Antonio Brown, what are you thinking? But that's the problem. He doesn't think, y'all. He doesn't think.
Avoid the charges. And as it turns out, you can't avoid them forever. So let's rewind to what allegedly went down back on May 16th. The scene was a celebrity boxing event in Miami promoted by popular streamer Aiden Ross. In the early morning hours outside the venue, a massive brawl broke out. Now, we've all seen AB's side of the story. He posted about it immediately, claiming he was the victim. Here's what he said at the time. Regarding the boxing event that happened last night, I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. Contrary to some videos circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story and then released me. He claimed he was detained. Police heard his side of the story and they let him go home that night. But that's not the story the police and the alleged victim are telling. According to the official arrest warrant, the incident was not a random robbery. Police say Brown got into a physical fight with a specific man. Video footage reviewed by...
Over what, though? So if it wasn't a robbery, we the people, we want to know, what was the fight over then? Because I was still, to this day, right now, I still was thinking the robbery story, but I knew it was a little fishy. I'm like, who was going to try to rob him? Then I'm like, you know, it's possible. He had a big chain. That chain is stupid if it's the one I'm thinking he always wears. It's a big chain. Somebody, somebody try their luck. But then I'm like, I don't know, man. It felt kind of, because Antonio Brown ain't the best when it comes to telling stories and all that. He's kind of loose up there. He's loose. He got a loose screw.
Investigators allegedly show Brown punching him, but then the situation escalated. The warrant alleges that Brown then walked over to a security guard, grabbed the handgun right off the guard's hip, and then ran back towards the alleged victim. Witnesses and the warrant claim Brown then fired 2 shots. The alleged victim told police that one of the bullets actually grazed his neck, putting him in fear for his life. Police were called to the scene after a gunshot detection system went off. They did detain Brown, but at the exact moment, the victim was gone and no one was cooperating. So
that is crazy. I didn't know about that. I didn't know he grabbed it from a guard. I thought he had it on him or his homeboys had it on him who was with him. That makes it even, this nigga just grabbed somebody. He grabs the guard's gun and shoots at, bro, you are stupid, bro.
They let him go. It was only after the alleged victim came forward and investigators pieced together the video that a judge signed that attempted murder warrant. Now, this fight wasn't random. The man that AB allegedly shot at was not just some random guy in the crowd. These two apparently have a deep, messy history. This is a jeweler who had worked with Brown in the past. And according to reports, the history was not good. The man Nantambu has previously accused Brown of keeping an expensive pendant instead of returning it. Brown, in turn, has publicly accused Nantambu of stealing millions in jewelry from him. So when these two crossed paths at Aiden Ross's event, it wasn't a robbery. It was an explosion of a long simmering feud. And if the name Nantambu sounds familiar, it's because he's been in the headlines before. He's the same activist who staged a political protest during the Super Bowl halftime show, running on the field with a flag. And after that warrant for Antonio Brown...
So he's an activist and a jeweler. Okay, got it.
...was issued back in June. He's been nowhere to be found for authorities. Reports confirmed he was in the Middle East. Now, at the time, the Miami police chief said they weren't sending anybody there and that they were in contact with Brown's attorney, expecting him to eventually turn himself in. In fact, his lawyer reportedly secured a $10,000 bond that included house arrest, but Antonio Brown never came back to South Florida to accept it.
He did just the dash.
Stayed in Dubai. That is, until now. It's clear that law enforcement's patience ran out, so the U.S. Marshals got involved, and UAE authorities cooperated to have him detained and extradited.
Damn.
He didn't turn himself in, he had to be brought back. So what happens now? Brown is set to be processed in the Miami-Dade legal system. The first and most critical step will be his initial court appearance and bond hearing. A judge will hear from the prosecution, who will absolutely point out that he's a flight risk who already failed to turn himself in.
Definitely a flight risk.
Also from Brown's new legal team. The judge will have to decide if Brown released on bail or is he held in jail while he awaits trial for attempted murder. So this is the start of a very serious legal battle for the superstar athlete Antonio Brown. His claim of self-defense is about to go head-to-head with video evidence and a victim who says Brown grabbed a guard's gun and tried to end his life.
Dang. All right. Antonio Brown, you done messed up now. Now, Antonio Brown, where you went wrong, man, you should have just came back. You should have came back. Your lawyer got you house arrest. You should have did your house arrest and you should have fought it from there. You got money. You could do some things. They're going to, slap on the wrist. You can, depend on how this fight initially started. You could probably use it, lean on a stand your ground, even though he was running when you shot at him and it doesn't apply. What we have seen in these reactions that Florida is kind of lenient with some of these situations, but they can be tough on a lot of others. So it's a 50-50 chance, but you got money, bro. So you could probably make some things happen, man. Let's be real. You know how it goes. Grease some palms and they'll look out for you. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Did AB go about this the right way? Did he handle this the right way, y'all? Should he have came home for the house arrest, or should he have did what he did and took his chance? Minus showing where he was at. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll keep you updated on this one. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.